Hello and good morning. Welcome to this week's weekly outlook and also somehow a monthly outlook. So, I didn't do it yesterday because I wanted to see how Monday would print, and also I was waiting for some confirmations on the US government shutdown updates and so forth and so forth. As of now, it's now confirmed that we are under a US government shutdown. So, in such a case, just to talk about it from a macro level, I expect that the gold will be bullish moving forward as until maybe the government shutdown is over. So for now, I'm expecting gold prices to keep on pumping higher, and then which is of course because due to a weakening of the dollar. So other than that, now let's go to the technicals. On the monthly, I really do not have much to say apart from labeling this monthly fair value gap. So we have a monthly fair value gap right there, and we might be retesting this in case something changes on a macro level. So macro level, I'm talking about inflations, the Fed rates and such things. But for now, the government shutdown is the only important thing that we need to know. And prices will be soaring higher on gold and silver because it's a safe haven for investors. So uh, other than that, I think that we can see that the monthly candle has started forming and we have a downside wick. So this is what we call a immediate imbalance because uh, once the month opened, it came back and retested the almost 90% of 80% of this week, the last up close week. So we have immediate rebalance there. So that also supports my bullish bias throughout the next few weeks. So unless something changes on the macro level. So let's go down to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we have this is a propulsion block because it's stemming in from this set of order blocks. So or it's just a type of an order block. So we have retested the order block and we are respecting it. So you can see that we retested 50% of that order block mean threshold, and price just retested it and started retracing back higher. Other than that, it is also important to notice that we have we had these NWOGs from the previous weeks, the new week opening gaps. So new week opening gap, then we'll clone it because we had another one here. So we have retested both of these, and in the process we have retested the weekly order block, which we have already started to move away from. So that is basically what I wanted to talk about on the weekly chart. So last week we had a bearish week. After creating a new all-time high, price came back to close below, and we did not have any change in state or something like that. So we are still bullish. So I'm interpreting this as a retracement. So this was just a retracement, or some might say a crash, and it is a crash, but I'm interpreting it as a retracement to the downside. So yes, we have retested the gaps, the imbalances in form of new week opening gaps, the two, and now we are starting to move away. So now let's go to the daily chart where we can get more information about how price actually wants to move. So US government shutdown confirmed. We have retested these new week opening gaps, the two, and you can see that price did not close anywhere inside the new week opening gap, and that is one of the reasons I wasn't trading yesterday. I wanted to see, I wasn't trading, and I also did not post the weekly outlook because I wanted to see how Monday would print and how it would react to these levels. So I wanted to see if it will close inside one of these NWOGs and such. So you can see that we swept last week's low and then started to creep back in, retested the two NWOGs and retraced back higher. So as of now, the levels that I'm observing, sorry, to get a confirmation of the bullish price action that I am anticipating this week is this week's NWOG. So I want to see price close above 50% or even outside this NWOG to the upside, which will also give me two things. It will give me a close above that gap, so that will be a balanced price range. Another thing, it will give me a change in state of delivery because this is the last done close candle as of now in this retracement leg. So if I can get if I can get if I can get a change in state of delivery here between Monday's open and today's candle, so that will be a confirmation that we are starting to go to the upside. So today I'm not trading. I will just be waiting to see how we close in relation to these daily candles, and then from tomorrow now I can come in the markets with a confirmed higher time frame change in state of delivery. Then I will start looking for long opportunities on a 4-hour chart, and most probably our next target is 6,000, especially with the government shutdown. I think that uh, we will be creating a new all-time high very soon, if not this week, in the next few weeks. So uh, I want to be part of that move, even though I will be taking uh, several trades in and out, in and out. So you will just see how I trade, and as the weeks unfold and as the days unfold. So that's it. I will not be going down to the 4-hour because this is what I just wanted to talk about on the weekly outlook. This is the daily, and that will be my final level today. So let's look at silver, and it's pretty much the same thing. We have the same price action. I want to see that same thing. We just delete all of this. Then we can start from a monthly chart. So from the monthly, we have the immediate rebalance again, and actually on silver, we have actually reached the close of December candle. So we have immediate rebalance also in that level. So you can see that the wicks have overlapped. That is what we call immediate rebalance. So that is also a confirmation that price wants to keep pumping higher when you have a wick doing immediate rebalance and so forth. So I've also marked the um, monthly fair value gap, and you can see that price has actually tapped to the high of that monthly fair value gap. So we can call that, on a monthly level, we can call it an eye of head entry. So that is an institutional order flow entry drill, but uh, that's that's a topic for another day. So let's go down to the weekly chart. As I have said, this is pretty much the same thing with what I've talked about on gold. So on silver, you can see that the weekly candle also retraced lower, but it has been held in place by this order block. This is a weekly order block, so you'll notice that we do not get any close below the 50% of that. So the mean threshold of that weekly order block is still being respected. You can see that we also retested these nodes, the two new week opening gaps, which we can do a better analysis on a lower time frame. So where is it? It's not as clear on. Yes, so this is what we call an SMT in how the two assets are filling their gaps. So you can see that on one asset we are filling them completely, while on the other one we're just wicking into those levels and leaving them open. But all in all, you can see that the major weekly order block is being respected. So this was the order block, and you can see that price has not disrespected that level of PDRA. So on silver, I'm also looking at the same levels to see if I can get a confirmation of the bullish price action, and I can start participating in taking those longs. So this is a new week opening gap, this week's new week opening gap. Yesterday we did the same thing here. We swept Friday's low and then came back inside. So on silver we actually had a close inside of last week's range, so that is a very good sign for bullish price action. And you can see that we have tapped into this monthly fair value gap, so that is also a good sign. So if we can get a change in state right here, so that is what I was explaining on gold. I want to see price give me a change in state here, and I also want to see price close above 50%. at least close above 50%, but I would like it to close above outside of the NOG. So that will have confirmed the bullish price action. Then from tomorrow I can start going into the 4-hour chart to look for entries. So that's it for gold and silver on the weekly outlook. So let's look at DXY, which we always correlate it to. So yesterday I was quite confused because there was this liquidity void that is currently being respected. You can see this liquidity void, but that is on a monthly level, which I do not like to really focus on the technicals on that level. So we had that being respected, so I was still confused. That's why I was waiting for Monday to confirm, and then the government shutdown needs to be confirmed so that I can know how I actually want to go forward. So in relation to last month's price action, we closed below it. We swept its low and closed below it. We also swept this previous month's low, September's month's low, and closed back inside. So I was quite confused. So I was just waiting for macro confirmations. So the government shutdown gave me what I needed to know. So I am bearish until further notice. I want to see a very weak dollar until further notice. So on the weekly chart, we have this NOG, which has actually been disrespected on a daily level, but we can still find our way around that. So I was observing how price is moving around this NOG, new week opening gap. So the reason I was a bit bullish before the government shutdown news is because we swept. The technicals were giving me bullish price action because we swept this one and closed back inside it on a weekly level and on a monthly level. So I was starting to get bullish vibes from the dollar index, but now that we have a government shutdown, I have my bias is bearish. I want to see the dollar weakening. So on the daily, you can see that we had disrespected the NOG, so that meant that price was going to push higher. But now with everything that is going on in the US government, I want to see a daily change in state of delivery on yesterday's candle. The same thing that I have explained on the opposite of what I have explained on gold and silver. So I want to see a close below Monday's candle open. So if I can get that change instead to the downside, then I will have a final confirmation that I will be going long on gold and silver, especially gold. So yeah, that's it. That's the weekly outlook on dollar index, silver and gold, and also somehow the monthly outlook. To quickly look at the fundamentals, after the government shutdown, everything has changed. So on normal NFP weeks, I close my trading on Wednesday AM session. Okay, so because that has changed, I will be trading all the days that follow. So Tuesday, apart from today, because I'm waiting for that daily confirmation. So tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, I will be actively looking to trade. So on Wednesday, important to know that we have news at 4:15 and 6 p.m. So do not take any trades within that window unless you are holding something from way earlier from another session. And then on Thursday, it's a clean day, and employment claims actually usually come out at 8:30 a.m. New York time. So do not take any trades anytime close to that unless you are holding, of course. And then on Friday we have news at 6 p.m. because NFP was scrapped off. I will be still trading. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, stay tuned on my channel. I will be actively looking for long positions, or yes, long positions. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Keep subscribing, and to join my Telegram channel, the link is on the description. Yeah.